What a freaking game. Mets win, baby, 6-4 over the Miami Marlins. Starting a nice little win streak here, which is great to see. And Mets, after sweeping the Yankees, they go into Miami. Things didn't start too hot, but they end up coming away with the W at the end of the night. So that's all that matters. Before we dive into any of the action here, be sure to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially for Met fans. Turn on your notifications. Also, remember, we are brought to you here by Manscaped. Manscaped is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. They got precision-engineered tools to help your jewels, and you could utilize this special promo that is using code Python for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Again, 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. And they are trusted by over 6 million men, so why don't you trust them? You might as well. They're helping 12 million balls out, I think, if that's right math right there. So, yeah. Might as well check them out. They're great. The Lawnmower 4.0, I use it myself. Great product right there. They are some of the best. And also, be sure to check out TickPick if you're looking to get yourself to a game. All those fees you get slapped with at the end of your checkout page, you don't worry about that with TickPick. You don't at all. And you could save some money. I got you guys there if you click the link in the description to do that. So let's talk about this game though. Let's talk about, there is so much, because this first inning was very unfortunate because the Mets actually started off and it looked like things were promising. Nimmo struck out though, but again, he's been struggling a bit lately. Well, that changed towards the end of this one, didn't it? But he's coming into the night struggling. He struck out, but then Marte with a single and Lindor ends up walking, and you're like, all right, let's get something going here early. We get the runs going and we're gonna cruise through this game, especially against Sandy Alcantara. If you could just cruise through the game, you absolutely take that. And nope, Alonso then strikes out, and then Vogelbach ends up lining out, unfortunately. And then the Mets, or Chris Bassett I should say, runs into some tough trouble there, walks Diaz after he gets the first two outs, no problem, but then ends up walking Diaz, allows a single to Garcia, and then Lede ends up getting a single, and then Miguel Rojas gets a base-clearing double, and that was very unfortunate because of the way they had the shift there, and Chris Bassett was not happy about that going into the dugout. Thankfully, Bassett gets out of that one, though, only allowing the 3 runs, which isn't great, considering it's the first inning. You need Bassett to give you a lot of innings, which he did end up doing that, but at the start, didn't look like he was going to. But then the Mets, they get some life going in the second, and they end up just tying the game right away. McNeil looks bad as he flies out. Canada with a double down the right field line. Great. Guillorme ground out, but what's something that the Mets do in 2022? That's right, they get hits with 2 outs. Nito ends up walking. He was down 0-2 in the count, ends up drawing a walk somehow. As I was getting ready to tweet, please get Christian Vasquez right away. Didn't have to send that one, thankfully. And then Brandon Nimmo gets a double. That ends up bringing Canna in. And then Marte with a base-clearing triple there. And that ends up making the game tied at 3. Francisco Lindor then walks in. You're like, oh my God, Alonso has a chance to break this game open early. And he doesn't. He flies out, unfortunately. But it is what it is. And then Bassett got into some trouble again as he allows a walk and a single, and then thankfully he got a double play that he desperately needed. However, that ended up scoring a run there because Williams got the third on that single, so the Marlins ended up regaining the lead right away. Third inning, not much happened for either side. The fourth inning, oh boy, it's the Marte parte, isn't it? As Starling Marte with a absolute nuke to center field, and that ties the game back at 4. Not too long after, and Bassett, he hit Wendell on one of the pitches there, but outside of that, pretty clean inning for him, and he started to just cruise along through the rest of this game for the most part, which he desperately needed. Top of the 5th, the Mets had some life going as Vogelbach double, and then McNeil got a single that got runners on the corners. Unfortunately, the Mets couldn't do anything to follow up with that. 6th inning comes around and not much happened. Bassett looked like he was getting into some early trouble, allowing back-to-back singles, and thankfully did not matter because he got out of the jam, and that's what you need. You really need 6 innings, and that definitely helped things out there. And the Mets knocked Alcantara out by the 5th inning, which I didn't mention. as Floro came into the game there in the 6th inning. Then Bass came into the 7th inning, and he got into some trouble as he walked Lindor and Vogelbach. In between that, though, Alonso got out, and then unfortunately the Mets couldn't score some runs there. They really had a chance to blow the Marlins out here, but unfortunately they didn't. But they did put together some really great at-bats, which I liked to see there. And then Ottavino, he comes in and he looked great. That Garcia at-bat, though, that strikeout, just absolutely nasty. Again, Ottavino's slider, one of the most disgusting pitches in baseball, no question. And Steven Okert comes in for Bass as they wanted to get the lefty in. Escobar, he pitch hits for Guillorme, and it pays off as there's a single there. Tomas Nido then with the bunt, and then Brandon Nimmo with a nuke to right field. Known power hitter Brandon Nimmo, that is, ends up giving the Mets a 6-4 lead, and that changes the entire game, of course. And it looked like the Mets might rally a bit. Lindor with a double. Alonso gets intentionally walked, although Vogelbach can't hit lefties, so he got out, and that ended the inning. And then Trevor Williams came in, and he looked like he was struggling a bit against Bleday, and thankfully that didn't end up being the case as he gets out of the inning fairly clean. 9th inning, Pop comes in for Okert, and he has a clean inning. And then Edwin Diaz, almost one pitch off of an immaculate inning. He, either way, just disgusting. His slider, it makes me do this. It just, watching it is so disgusting. He looks great. Strikes out the side on 10 pitches. Just the faces that I make when I watch him pitch. It looks stupid, but it's seriously what I do because he is just so damn disgusting. He truly is. Bassett gives you 6 innings, allowing 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Not a great day at the office for Mr. Chris Bassett, but you get 6 innings out of him. I will take it. And allowing 4 runs on that, hey, not too bad. And in terms of anything else with him, I mean, he wasn't really effective with any of his pitches, if I'm being completely honest. His most effective pitch was that 4-seam, getting 3 whiffs on 10 swings for a 30% whiff rate there. Well, technically his changeup was a bit higher, but it is what it is. Bassett, okay outing for him. Adam Ottavino looked great. 2 strikeouts for him, allowed 1 hit, but overall great. That 1 hit was just because of a poorly fielded ball by him. He tried to barehand it because it was shifted over, and he just took he rushed the throw to first. He rushed the throw. Trevor Williams, clean inning for him with a strikeout. And then Diaz, need I say more about him? He is disgusting. That slider, 3 whiffs on 4 swings. Disgusting. And then in terms of the lineup, Brandon Nimmo, definitely a way better day for him. 3 RBIs, 2 hits on the day, 1 strikeout. Really great day for Brandon Nimmo. Happy with what I saw from him because I've been questioning, does he really belong here in the leadoff spot anymore? Well, if you're going to hit like that, yes, you do. So great day at the office for him. Starring Marte, 3 hits on the day, 3 RBIs, 1 strikeout. He was 1 hit, double away from the cycle. So great day for Starling Marte, and he has looked absolutely amazing lately. And oh boy, if he could keep this up, would love that. Lindor, 3 walks on the day with a 1 hit. Yeah, pretty solid day there. He struck out once, but overall, hey, I'm not going to complain when you're walking 3 times, and it's weird that they pitch around him that much, huh? Pete Alonso, not that great of a day for him. He walked once, but outside of that, he had a pretty rough day overall, so not too great. Vogelbach, 2 hits on the day. He looked great. A lot of extra base hits for Vogelbach. I really like his approach at the plate. He had a walk as well, and he has looked really good. So I'm not going to complain there. Jeff McNeil, 1 hit. Okay day for him. Outside of that, didn't do too much. Same goes for Canna. He had 1 hit. Outside of that, didn't do too much. Guillorme, non-factor at the plate. And then Escobar with a big hit on the day. Tomas Nido with that big sack bunt, of course. And the Mets offense did pretty solid overall. Enough for them to win 6-4 over the Marlins. Now tomorrow you got Carrasco, I believe, pitching, if I'm not mistaken. And this, again, you need these wins as you're building up to the game against the Atlanta Braves, that series against them, that 5 games. You really need to build up these wins. And yeah, definitely is nice that they're doing that. And yes, Carrasco's pitching, and we don't know who's pitching. A 6:10 time tomorrow. Interesting time. But yeah, that's where I'm going to leave things. Not much else for me to say about this game. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe. If you guys are new, especially Met fans, turn on your notifications, and I will see you in the next one. Let's go Mets, baby.